Today we're talking about that neck training to get more athletic. And for those of y'all that don't know what athletic means, it means to be athletic and aesthetic because it's the new wave out here. So here's the issue nowadays. Let me lay it out for y'all. A lot of people just don't train neck. They ignore it. They don't know how to do it. They think it's stupid. They think it looks weird. And if you're not training neck, you're missing out on some of the most important gains that you could ever be gaining. I'm talking in more than just terms of looking good. I'm talking in more than just terms of feeling good and having structural integrity. I'm talking about something deeper than that. I'm literally just going to break down why you should be training neck, how you can train neck, and I'm literally going to give y'all the tools, the exact autistic level details that I use in order to craft my physique, play D1 football, as well as build my business. So let's go. So the first and most obvious reason for training neck is just pure physical health. Okay, you need to understand is that your neck is like, your neck is very important. I'll just put it at that. Your neck is where all the nerve endings and whatnot go through. It connects, your brain to the rest of your body so you can move. Your neck is very important. And if you're playing like a combat sport or a contact sport like football, if you're boxing, you're doing MMA, you're doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai or something, you need to be training your neck. And the main reason why is just because you're getting hit in the head, bro. If you train neck and you get hit in the head, you're going to be wearing a mouth guard. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to protect your brain from shaking around, because that's what a concussion is. You start training your neck, it just gives you more stability, more solidity. It makes your neck stronger and more stable. So when you get hit, you're less likely to get a concussion, and you're also less likely to get a neck injury. So especially if you're playing like contact or combat sports, which I feel like a good amount of y'all are, definitely be training that neck. We used to do this all the time in football. Like we would actually train, like even during the season and whatnot, you would just do whatever you got to do with your neck. You would put in that network. And look, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how to train your neck later on in the video. But yeah, just remember, you got to train your neck to not only protect yourself in a combat sport, but also just give your spine stability. You want to make sure that you're training neck just to give it that strength, give it that stability, because this is going to allow your spine to align. It's going to give you better sleep. And as you age, you're not going to be one of these people that's suffering from like the tech neck epidemic. You're actually going to still be looking up like a normal person should. Now, moving on to number 2 is just aesthetics. Okay, look, you got to have a strong neck. You got to have a thick, girthy neck if you want to be aesthetic. Look, I don't make the rules. Look, the pencil neck epidemic is coming to an end. I plan on ending it with this video, because the pencil neck epidemic, it just doesn't look good. There's a huge difference between a version of you with like a thick, nice looking neck versus a skinny neck. Because when you have a thicker neck, it just symbolizes strength. It symbolizes discipline. It's something like very masculine, and it's actually very sexy to women. And they might not even know, but it's like a subconscious sort of thing where like they'll notice the size of your neck and they'll see like if a dude has a skinnier neck, let's say 2 people have the same credentials, same physical credentials, same status, same money, all that, but one of them has a skinny neck and the other has a thicker, girthy neck. The thicker, girthy neck one is going to win. Okay, I don't make the rules. I'm just a messenger, as I always say. Training neck is going to make you look more aesthetic. It's going to make you look more sexy. Simple. And then the last reason why you should train your neck is honestly for like spiritual reasons. And I'll touch on this real quick. Is like back when I was playing football, our defensive coordinator, he used to always say it's about what you got in your neck. It's about like just the strength. So I'll give y'all a quick story. So our defensive coordinator, he used to always have this saying about how you would perform. He would say it's about what you got in your neck. And that always stuck with me. I don't know why. I guess it always struck me as dang, I guess the strength of your will, the strength of your self-belief, it all comes down to the blood that you got coursing down in your neck. Because you got to think, man, it's like you got the blood of your ancestors that had to fight off woolly mammoths, that had to fight off saber-toothed tigers, that had to fight through war, that somehow made it all the way and then crossed paths with whoever else is in your family, without your great grandma and your great grandpa somehow crossed paths, and then it all led down to creating you. So I say that to say is you got to understand is your neck has a lot of power. Your neck holds a lot of history, and you got a lot of greatness in your neck, and you got to make sure you strengthen it. You got to make sure you work on it. So I've always just seen neck training as just like a reflection of self-belief. You don't want to be walking through the world with weak self-belief, with just not really believing in yourself. You want to make sure you have a strong neck, because it symbolizes just strength throughout your entire body. You look at all the strong dudes out there, they got strong necks. Simple. They got big ass, girthy ass, veiny ass necks. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, though, enough of me saying that. So next, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how you can train neck. But real quickly, by the way, if you want to transform your physique in the next 90 days, go and get the Athletic Body Program, top link in the description below, so that you can go from where you are today to having the dream athletic body of your dreams by the time summer rolls around. It's gonna be about 3 months of training, and it's gonna keep getting updated as time goes on. So if you get in now, you're gonna be getting it for pennies on the dollar, and you're really just gonna be getting it for a few bucks before I double and quadruple the price. Anyways, moving on. So how exactly do we train neck? Now there's a lot of different ways to train neck, and I would say the most common way to train neck, probably the best way to train neck in my opinion, is by using a neck machine. And this is where you literally just have a machine where you put your face on like a pillow or a pad, and then you go like this, and you can go like this, and you can go to the side, and you can even go back. Here's the only issue, is that most of y'all probably don't have access to neck machines. The only time I used neck machine was back when I was playing football, and that's because we had a whole row of like 10 neck machines set, you know, because it was important to strengthen your neck. But most commercial gyms, they're not gonna have that for you, let's be real. Even most like upscale gyms are not gonna have that for you. It's just not common to train neck. So luckily there's other ways. Instead of using a neck machine, which is the most simple, because then you can just do a couple sets of 10 or something, a couple sets of 6, a couple sets of 20, however many reps you want to do, you can actually get a resistance band. And again, this again is not as accessible, just because like nobody really wants to be carrying a resistance band around. Like, I know resistance bands are useful, but like the amount of friction and effort it takes to get a resistance band is just too much for me personally. So I don't really recommend that, but yeah, you can get a resistance band. You can do like these things like, call it like chicken necks. You can like do like head turns and whatnot. That's again what we used to do back when I was playing football. But again, it's just not that accessible, and they're kind of annoying to set up. They take a bit of time, too much time, that I'm not trying to waste my time or y'all time. So the most accessible and easiest way to train neck is actually gonna be with your body weight. Simple as that. So with this, all you're gonna do is literally like lay down on the ground, and you're just gonna move. You're gonna move your neck without letting it touch the ground, obviously. So you can do like these chicken things. You can do like these TikTokers like that, where you go side to side. You can literally do turns like this. Literally just moving your neck, laying on your back, keeping your neck above the ground, and then just moving it around. That's gonna work your neck. And you can just throw these in at the end of your training. You know, people are like, oh, how do I train neck? You just program it, just add it into the end of your training. And obviously, neck, I don't really think, it doesn't take that much to grow your neck, honestly. It doesn't take that much to strengthen your neck. So literally just throwing it in at the end of a workout for like a finisher, for a 1 set or 2 sets, it's not gonna cost you much time, and it's also gonna be real easy to implement. So you can start with body weight, and eventually you wanna move up to doing stuff like bridges. This is where like you're literally holding your entire body weight up on your neck. This is stuff that Mike Tyson used to do. And y'all seen Mike Tyson? That boy was strong. That boy, you know what I'm saying? Using your body weight, doing stuff like bridges in your body weight, that will strengthen your neck and make it huge. Because if y'all haven't seen Mike Tyson, that dude actually had one of the biggest necks ever. Like that joint was freakish. Pause. Yeah, I gotta pause myself. I know I haven't paused myself in a minute. I told y'all I wasn't gonna pause myself, but that one, that was a pause. That was pause worthy. And then the last way to train your neck, that's actually this is the way I've been using recently, and this is my most, this is what I think is honestly the best way, is you want to get a neck harness. And you know, it's a little funky. It's a little funky, but you get the neck, you know what, let me just go get the neck harness and show y'all. Alright, so this is a neck harness. This freaking medieval contraption, right, is a neck harness. And the way it works is real simple. You put the neck harness around you, put it on your head like this, you loop in some weight, strap it in, and you know, do the thing. And I think that's the best way. I think it's the most accessible, because you just gotta spend like $20 on Amazon. If you ain't got $20 to spend on Amazon, you shouldn't be watching this video. You need to be getting your money up. Simple as that. Like, you are a broke ass nigga. That is not okay. But for most people watching this, y'all can afford to get a $20 thing off Amazon. And then yeah, there is the friction of the fact that you gotta like go into the gym and be the dude with a neck harness, and then, you know, like put it on and then like do the neck thing where you're going like this, and people might look at you. But like, if you care what people think, this channel is not meant for you, because like there's really no point to caring what people think at the end of the day, bro. They not paying your bills. They really shouldn't affect if you let the opinions of another man affect you negatively, you're a bitch. That's it. That's all I have to say on that. Neck harness, I think, is the best and easiest, because with the body weight, eventually your body gets used to it, and then you have to do like hundreds of reps to get like a, you know, an adaptation to get stronger with the bridges as well. You can do those. I used to do those a lot actually, but I just feel like there's a little danger involved, and I'm pretty sure I heard something about how Mike Tyson said that you shouldn't do that anymore. So like, I leave that up to y'all if y'all want to do that. You know, it's y'all choice. But I say the neck harness easiest. It's the easiest to see. You can progress weight pretty easy and whatnot, and it's just the simplest. You just gotta do like 2 sets of 10 or something. But yeah, so make sure you just add this in at the end of y'all workouts if you want to get them juicy ass, girthy ass, veiny ass neck gains. Y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, don't forget also get the Athletic Body Program, top link in the description below, if y'all want to actually have someone who's going to help you program neck training into your training. And yeah, don't forget to check out the last video I made about how to schedule your day to gain maximum athletics as well as richness. And yeah, I really do appreciate y'all for watching this video. I've really been enjoying making these videos for y'all. I've been filming like every day, just getting ahead on content, because I got a big year planned for us. But anyways, I'm out. Dooski.